Hey everybody, this is Dan from Mass Coins and Collectibles. Yesterday, Saturday, I got a call from one of the tellers at my bank, and she said that a man came in and deposited a whole bunch of pennies in rolls. She went to open one up because she needed to fill the cash drawer with some pennies, and she noticed that the roll was filled with wheatback pennies. She opened up another one and found that that roll was filled with wheatback pennies. So she immediately gave me a call and said, "Hey, I've got all these rolls of pennies." She says, "They appear to be wheatbacks, and they're all labeled 1940s, 1950s. She says, "Are you interested in buying them?" And I said, "Absolutely." Got in the car. I drove as fast as I could. Well, got there pretty quick and purchased all these rolls. So I got 16 rolls, 9 from the 1940s, as they say on them, so you can read, and 7 from the 50s. That's what they say anyway. I haven't opened them yet, but I'm about to. So I'm hoping they're true to their word, but who knows, maybe there's some earlier ones in there. And I'm hoping there's some mint marks and that they're not all Philadelphia's or something like that. But we'll see. I will start opening these up and we'll bring you in on what they look like. Okay, so I went through that first roll, all Wheaties, all from the 40s. I had pennies from every year except 43, of course. There's no steals in that set. There's no steel cents in that roll. Hopefully some of the others from the 1940s will. But and then there were only 3 Denvers, a 42, 46, and a 47. That's it for Denvers. So hopefully there'll be more in the other rolls. I'll let you know after I go through it. Okay, finished roll 2, and it's more of the same. It's just I picked up 2 1944 Denvers. One's kind of got some gicky junk on it. The other one's got some dark spots all over it, but a couple more Denvers. All right, we'll see what comes next. So I'm on the 4th roll of the 1940s, and so far I found 2 nice looking ones so far, 46 and a 45. They both have some, the original red, original luster to them. So those are pretty good. And then I was hoping there might be some other pennies mixed in here. So I found one, and you can see the 7. It's 1917 clearly. The 1 looks a little damaged, so I'm thinking this person probably thought that was a 4. They probably looked at it with the naked eye and thought it was a 4, so they threw it in there thinking it was a 1947. So at least I got a 1917 out of this. Let's see what else we can find. So I've gone through all of the 1940s pennies, and as you can see, we get pennies from every year except for 43. There's no steel cents. And I found very few Denvers, 42, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and only 1 San Francisco here. And that's a 45. So not too bad from the 40s. Most of them are in decent condition. Some of them, look like they were in the ground, probably like metal detector finds or something like that. Some have some corrosion on them and stuff, but for the most part, most of them are okay. I'm guessing a lot of these were either metal detective finds or, just coin roll hunting stuff over the years. That's my guess. I don't really know. But I'm going to go through the 1950s rolls now and see what we find. Okay, so I went through all the rolls of the 1950s, and I've got every Philadelphia and every Denver. Lots of duplicates. And a couple of decent ones, like here's a 58D. It's pretty good looking. Nice and shiny there. Good color, good details on the back. That's a keeper. And like this 57, nice and shiny there. And this 5060, not too bad. 53D, not too bad. So, and only 2 years with San Francisco's. 52S, had a couple of those, and a 50S, 2 of those. So, came close to getting the whole thing from the 50s. A couple of years missing from the San Francisco's, but let's see. I did have some interesting finds, which I will show you in a second. This year is a 1955. No doubling or anything on it, but if you look at Liberty, there's extra E there's an extra metal in the letter E there pointing down. That's kind of interesting. There was no doubling on the letters or anything that I could see, you know. But that's interesting with the E, I thought. It's a 1957. As you can see, the 9 is kind of filled in there. And this is kind of corroded too. But that's kind of neat. Nothing else really going on with it. Didn't see any doubling or anything, but wouldn't anyway in a 57. But that's kind of neat, kind of filled in. Not really worth anything at all, but just interesting find. And here's another 57, Denver. Now look at the date on this one. Clearly, I don't know if that's damage or doubling. The 1, the 9, a little bit on the 5, and a little bit on the 7. I don't know if that's doubling or not. I wish I had a more powerful magnifier here so I could really get a real good detail and tell if that's damage or not. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look it up in Variety of Vista and see if it's any kind of doubling or not. Interesting though, it looks cool. And the B in Liberty appears to be filled in. There's dirt and stuff on it, but it's clearly filled in, you know. So, nothing else going on with it. Could be some slight doubling there in trust. As you can maybe see the bottom of the U and the top rim of the S there. Could be a little doubling. Don't really see it anywhere else. Maybe the top of the T on the first T in trust, but I don't know. Interesting. Another one I have to look up on Variety Vista, see if there's anything. Also did find one 1941 in the roll. Not too bad. I'll stick that in with the 40s that I got earlier. Here's a 1955 where you can see the doubling on the 5, the second 5. That's actually kind of common. I've seen lots of these over the years. But this one's kind of heavily worn, but some nicer examples show that nice doubling there on the second 5. So, the I kind of looks like it's damaged. And the L maybe too. So, hard to tell if there's any doubling on In God We Trust. I mean, this thing's been in circulation for years. I mean, it was... yeah. Well, so that's about it, really. I appreciate you watching, and if you enjoy my videos, please click like, leave a comment, and if you haven't done so already, please subscribe so you can see my upcoming videos and giveaways. I hope to be doing a giveaway soon. Thank you for watching. I also have an Instagram account, which is linked on my YouTube channel, so you can check that out as well. I appreciate you for watching. Thank you.